Morning again, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, depending on whether you're watching this. This is the second of my, you know, inventively called Match Morning Roundup. Trying to give a better name for it as we go on, but hope everybody's staying safe out there, taking the relevant precautions in their isolations, still getting their exercise, and still utilising that one time a day you can go out. It's a beautiful day in Liverpool today. Makes it all the more sad that everyone's going to be stuck indoors, but I hope everybody's staying safe nonetheless. Obviously, some big news from Everton over the past couple of days in regards to what they're doing with the staff and the self-isolation. So the club have confirmed that they are going to be paying all of their match-going staff as usual to make sure that nobody's out of pocket. And that is, to be honest, what you'd expect, isn't it, from Everton Football Club? They've done some fantastic things so far in regards to their initiatives from Everton in the community. We've seen Mason Holgate and Denise Barrett-Baxendale on the phone to supporters. We've seen Moise Keane on the phone to a fan, and of course we saw Carlo Ancelotti yesterday speaking to a supporter as well, and it was quite charming and quite lovely to hear the fans refer to Carlo, as we're supposed to be calling him, as Mr. Ancelotti. Just great work from the club all in all. They do some fantastic stuff during these testing times, and long may it continue in that sense as well. One other thing that's come out, I don't know if a lot of people have seen this from Italy in regards to transfer stuff. Everton have been linked with Napoli duo, of course Carlo's former club, and Allan and Koulibaly, who apparently Everton are already in negotiations with them. So say Gazzetta dello Sport, which is one of the main papers in Italy. We're doing a lot of transfer talk on these features, but anybody who may not necessarily have been much involved in the transfer window so far, I think it's probably fair to say you tend to take the Italian transfer rumours with a pinch of salt. But we're here, nonetheless, to have a chat about them. The two lads mentioned are both excellent footballers. Allan, if you look at Everton's midfield at the moment and the issues they've got, you look at him, and if he was to be dropped into that side, you'd say he would naturally solve a lot of issues. He's very much box-to-box, very physical, very dynamic. Not necessarily the best in terms of his technical ability on the ball, but his direct and his passing, incisive in the way in which he moves the ball, and is always looking to go forward. And when Napoli were really good under Maurizio Sarri before he moved to Chelsea, he was part of that key midfield alongside someone like Jorginho, who sat deep and dictated play. Zielinski or Hamsik tends to be the playmaker and the lads who have the ability to sort of unlock defences. And Allan was the sort of vertical driving force. He's somebody who can carry the ball really well. Like I said, he's very physical. Think Arturo Vidal at his best, someone like that, someone in that sort of mould. So you think what Everton lack at the moment in regards to presence and tenacity, energy in that part of the pitch, he would be outstanding. And I imagine a lot of people here know about Koulibaly, somebody who's really came up through and developed his game under Sarri, ball playing centre back, Colossus at the back, great in the air. Had a bit of a ropey campaign this season, didn't really reach the levels he had done last year, where he's probably the best defender in the world alongside Virgil van Dijk and people like Diego Godin and Skriniar. But you look at both these players, and I think from my point of view, they're both lads who are in the late 20s. They're both lads who cost a lot of money to get out of Napoli. They're both players who would want to play Champions League football. Allan was very close to joining Paris Saint-Germain in the summer before he eventually ended up staying at Napoli. The fee was rumoured to be around €80 million, which is quite substantial. Obviously, Kalidou Koulibaly, of course, everyone knows that the clubs he's been linked with pretty much every massive club in European football, and he would likely cost around £100 million as well to get out of Napoli. So I suppose it depends what you want from Everton going forward. We spoke about Gianluigi Donnarumma yesterday and what he could potentially do in terms of his age and longevity and that sort of stuff. And me personally, I wouldn't mind seeing Everton spend a lot of money on a player of that particular mould who's going to potentially be here for a while. But Allan and Kalidou Koulibaly, both world-class, if not reaching world-class level footballers. But would you want to splash big money on those sorts of lads when they're at this point in their career? So let us know on that. I think it's going to be interesting to see how Everton's transfer strategy does evolve going forward in that regard, and of course how they're going to cope with what's going on this summer with the ramifications and the changes in logistics of the league as well. Just a couple of things. I'm going to try and wear different footy gear every single time I do one of these videos. Dig out some of my old shirts. So anyone who's paying attention yesterday will remember I had an OGC Nice t-shirt on. This is a retro Napoli jacket. I'm sure you've all seen me wear on this channel before, but I've got a drawer full of footy shirts there which I've not worn for a long time. Everton all sorts of other ones as well. So I'm going to dig the drawer out, sort through them, and try and don a different one each day up until as many as I can, up until this this pandemic ends. So let us know what you think. Let us know what your favourites are. Like I said yesterday as well, if there's anything you've got ideas for on this sort of slot, anything you want to hear me talk about, any guests you want to see me get on, I'm going to do a couple of these live as well. So maybe promote it a few days before, probably the day before even. Get some of you guys joining in with the conversations. That would be great. So yeah, let us know what you want to hear us talk about. Open to ideas. Got a lot of time on our hands. Just a roundup on the content we've got coming up on the Blue Room and the Blue Room Extra. Yesterday we had 3 shows go out in the space of 24 hours. So we are working hard to keep everybody connected and keeping everybody. Make sure everybody subscribes to our stuff at patreon.com/the Blue Room Extra. Make sure everyone is getting their value for money. So just to recap, we had our season show. We spoke to Joe Royal, Dave Prentice, Gav Buckland about the 94-95 season. Some great insight in there, some great stories about Mike Walker from Dave Prentice in particular, early in the pre-season of that campaign as well. So that is well worth your time. We had the final episode of season 1 of our 11 show. Like I said yesterday, controversial fashion it ended in, and we had a series champion crown. That's been a really good laugh to do. I hope everybody's really enjoyed that. The feedback we've got on that has been excellent. Jack Carlisle was the host. In fact, for anyone who's not aware of the format of that, we effectively pick a category. Could be absolutely anything. The host picks the category, and then the 3 people who are joining the conversation, who are on the show, pick their 11s based on that. The host picks a final 11, and then the winner is determined based on by who has got the most players in the final selection. So a lot of debate, a lot of laughs, all that sort of stuff. That was out on Tuesday morning. The Disappointment 11, Jack Carlisle asked us to put out there. So yeah, some disappointing memories, but some funny memories as well. And last night we had Subscribers Weekly, and that was myself hosting that with Dave Downey, who's grown a beard in isolation. Let us know what you think about that as well. Hannah Farrell, who's dyed her hair pink. There you go. Everyone's putting all these radical changes. I'm not sure I could bring it to me to shave my hair. I might grow a beard, but yeah, everyone's doing these radical changes. And Les Roberts as well. We should say happy birthday to Les. It was his birthday yesterday. I won't say how old he was, but he got some great vintage Fiorentina clobber off the lads. So yeah, happy birthday, Les. If you're watching this, hope you had a great day and as much of a good night as you possibly could. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this roundup. Everyone stay safe out there. Just to reiterate again, do stay connected with us in the comments. Thanks for everybody who commented yesterday. If you want to hit me up directly, it's at MatchAFootball on Twitter. If you want to speak to anyone from the Blue Room, it's at the Blue Room EFC. Really appreciate everyone's support and time to take to watch these videos. Everybody subscribes to us. We really appreciate that as well. Thanks very much for watching this video. I'll speak to you again tomorrow, around about the same time.